True Income. As you know, my name is James Toby Samuel. So we are talking about mastering the art of trade journaling for forex traders. The best way you can improve your works is having a record of what you have done. Every companies keep records of their previous activities. If they did not keep record, they will not be able to have a measure of their progress. And if your own personal intention is to become a professional forex trader, I repeat myself, if your intention is to become a professional forex trader, you must keep journals. Now, there are quite a number of advantages of journaling. Of course, even out of improving your trading ability, one of the things that it does is that you can use your journal to seal deal millions of dollars of deals, okay? Because if someone can see what you have done before, they can definitely trust you and then believe in what you've done to be able to predict the possible outcome. So that's one of the advantages of journaling, and it shows that you know what you are doing. It shows your history. You can go back to it. I know what Eagle USD did 3 years ago. The only way I can always reflect back to it is through my journaling. Okay, so we are going to begin to look into it, what it is and what it is not. Welcome once again to True Income. I'm James Toby Samuel. So let's go to it. Now, mastering the art of journaling for forex traders. Trading journal is a cornerstone habit. Now, this is the first thing I want us to underline. Habit. It's actually an habit. Okay, because you have to do it over and over and over again. You don't just do it once and then tell yourself, okay, you are doing it. No. Okay, there was a particular month this year. You will see it on my journal. I will show my journal very soon. That year, I had that month, apart from August, that particular month, I had one of the worst trade for that month because I did not journal. Okay, because I did not journal. Okay, so proper documenting your trade can dramatically improve your trading performance and help you develop the discipline and mindset necessary to succeed in forex trading. I said it earlier that if you want to suppress your psychology that people are shouting, oh, psychology that makes me believe in this account, psychology, and you want to improve, the fastest way to do it is through journaling. I've told you that there are two ways. The first way is you work with someone that has a good psychology. The person then imparts that into you by you seeing the person doing it over and over and over again. That happens to me in a way, but that does not really, it's so slow, it's not that fast. If the person does not even communicate with you, it will be worse. Okay? So because you don't really understand what the person is doing, I had a very close relationship with my mentor. It helps me. But what actually gave me the breakthrough when it comes to profitability is journaling. Nothing more, nothing less. It's journaling. Ability to journal and then know what has happened before and how you are reacting. Because the market is just the same every time. It goes up or down. That is all the market should do. But what is important when it comes to journaling is that it is helping you to be able to track what you can do. Do you understand that now? So this article explores the essence of trade journaling. Okay? Its advantage, its impact on trading outcome, and step to professionally maintaining a trading journal. Now, these are things that I've seen people do. They focus on what they should not focus on. Topics like this that are very, very simple are what they should focus on. But they focus on, you know what they focus on? They focus on psychology. They focus on all these strategies. And you see, most of things like this people don't even talk about them on social media. Because what they want to do is that I can analyze market. I put the market to go up and it goes up. Then they want to have students. But what will keep those students to be profitable is what I'm talking about in this particular article. Okay, so what is journaling? Journaling or trade journaling involves systematically recording and analyzing your trade to track your performance. The purpose of this is to track your performance. Okay, the purpose of it is to track your performance, identify patterns. There's no way you want to track something, there's no way you want to have improvement on something that you don't have previously that has happened before. If you look at what cars has turned into these days, it was because there is a long journey Okay, the word journaling is from journey. Okay, it's taking you through a journey. Okay, but a recording journey is called journal. Okay, that you are recording and you are tracking it. Then they begin to improve it. Okay, there was a time that I remember when you want to wind up the glass of the window of a car. There's one thing I used to, one way like this I used to do like this. Then we now begin to have just a button. Now we don't even need you go to the particular time, you just tell the AI in your car to just wind it up and then it's going to do that. Okay. So because things are improving and there's a track record of it, even in a personal life, and sometimes you're supposed to go back to your bank account, look at what you can do. I just one of my team members asked me to open all this pay and I think what was the one I even opened? I think was it okay? Uh, for I was trying to do some bank registration, and then I saw something that the analysis they were giving me about my account. Even when I transfer to someone, I'll see the previous account. Okay, then I will see. I know some of you that are even using this app might not even look at that, but I was brilliant enough to check it. I will see the amount it was. I'll see what is now saying now, okay, and I saw that kind of analysis on that app, and I was so glad. And for the person for me to be able to, maybe this is a pattern of how I do things impulsively, even at the amount of time you able to see the time that you're doing this transfer. And that time you can track yourself, okay, this is what your emotion is saying in the morning. Maybe you transfer more in the morning or you transfer less in the evening. So all of those things is for improvement. That's the first thing. To track performance, identify patterns, and uncover areas of what improvement. As simple as ABC. A professional trade journal contains detailed information about your trades, detailed information about your trade that you can track to be able to get what improvement in what you are doing or what you've done. So there's going to be two parts of this training. The first one I will do slide, and the second one I will go through using my own personal what is it called? Using my personal journal. Okay, so advantages of trade journal: improve self-discipline. I've said it earlier. The fastest way to become profitable by beating the game of your own psychology is through journaling. You will remain disciplined. It's going to teach you how to do things. Because now you have been able to see things that you are doing wrong. Okay, you have been seeing things that you are doing wrong. You can track yourself and say, oh, maybe I'm a terrible trader doing Asian sales. I'm a terrible trader doing a lot of options. As a matter of fact, that was what led to those documents I've sent to you guys earlier about the ranges of peer. Okay, sorry for the noise, please. How to know the ranges of peer? Because I begin to now see them in my journal that okay, this particular peer I did analysis on it maybe during Asian section, but and I entered the data in Asian section, but during another section it went against me massively, and New York section it begins to work, move to my position again, but it has already kicked me out because I cannot even contain the drawdown. Then I begin, and that was journaling, begin to give me those patterns, and I begin to note them. And of course, I work with more research tools, and then I arrive at some of those documents, some of the books you saw me that I've written before. That is what it is. Journaling helps improvement, self-discipline. You want to be disciplined, any area you want to discipline, track your habit on it, and you can increase it. I'm telling you, ask yourself, okay, this thing that I'm doing, what time do I do it? What triggered it? And then you are good to go. That is the power of journaling. Okay, performance tracking, it helps you be able to know your performance. Okay, a journal allows you to measure your progress objectively by reviewing metrics such as winning rate, average returns, and maximum drawdown. It was through journaling that helped me to know that easily I can do 2-3% in a month. 2-3% with proper risk management is so easy for me. With even one trade I can do 2-3% in a month. But when I'm aiming for 10% in a month, sometimes I'll be in 7%. I might even get to 7% and 8%, and I will draw down, I'll crash down massively. You know, I've been up and down this week, this month, but I had to also trade within that process. Of course, I can trade anywhere. And then I got to about 7% of my capital that I've been building for some months now. And you can't believe, as I speak to you now, I'm already down with that account because I know that I've already gotten to I failed to do what my journal has told me. I've already gotten to 3% of what I can do easily in a month. What I'm supposed to do is just to wait for another month, or maybe I should just reduce my risk drastically, just be plain and run in the market. And that's what I do every month that withdrawals comes in. So journaling will help you to be able to track all of that performance, and then of course gives you improvement. Uh uh it also help you to know over time your trading journal will reveal trends and patterns in your what, in your trading behaviors. What cause problem to traders is not the market. As a matter of fact, it's not even your strategy that cause problems to traders, because your strategy does not is not perfect. You're going to lose some and win some, but how can you leverage and become better than others in the trading space is by knowing your own personal pattern. What are you, an aggressive person? Are you a conservative person? Are you someone that can afford to lose the dollars? Okay, let me put it this way now. Someone managed to get, maybe someone come to two income start to say, okay, let us do a year, the end of the year giveaway, and then someone was able to win a profit account of, let's say, $10,000 account, and someone else, Mr. B, was able to fund a $10,000 account on its own easily. The $10,000 account is not something that stressed him or her. He can do it. Even if he loses the $10,000 account, it's nothing to him. Do you know that one person in losses, okay, will be panicking? Why the other person will not panic? Because even the $10,000 that is in that account, he can lose it. He can afford to lose it. Your journal will tell you what you can at your current financial level, what you can. For me, 5,000 accounts, all those some small profit account, I don't put them most of the time. I don't put them, okay. I will not put them if I see dollars in a week. I can even see 10% of them in a week after gambling, and I can lose them because I know. But my bigger account, I won't do that to my bigger account, because I know sometimes the one that will give me bigger money and also long term money. I believe you guys are following what I'm saying here. Are you following me, please? I want to be sure that you are following me and you understand what I'm saying. So that's the purpose of what journaling. Okay, so your journal will help you to be able to track every in-depth of what you are doing. I will give you a format of it very soon. Okay, now emotional control. Journaling helps you reflect on emotional triggers, I said that earlier, such as fear or greed, that might have influenced your decisions. Understanding those triggers allow you to what, minimize their impact. You cannot control your emotions. We are human beings, and human beings are emotional people, but you can subdue your emotion. I'll give you some scriptures in the Bible that talks about subduing emotion. Okay, the Colossians talk about mortifying your flesh. Okay, this is not a religious stuff. I'm just trying to point to some codes that, of course, identify that you can subdue them. You might not be able to defeat your body, defeat your emotion, but you can subdue them. Okay, I talk about mortifying yourself. Okay, Paul talk about putting my body into subjection. Even I don't want to sin, I find myself still sinning. It is not me, but the sin in me is in nature. So our emotions is something that can take over you. You that you don't use big loss size for a whole year, for 2 years, something might just enter your head and just be like say you don't smoke up, and then you just increase the loss size, or you just hear one stupid voice that say increase it, increase it. If you use big loss size, now can better loss size, e go your way, go your way. And when you now can better loss size, that is when this thing will just go against you massively, and then you now begin to regret yourself. Oh, why in the first place did I do this? These are things that we are professionals and we are experienced in the training game, we know, and we don't fall into those traps again. But how do we know? Through journaling. Okay, continuous learning. What has helped me to develop my skill to what I am today is one thing I can ascribe to: continuous learning. Okay, doing past trade provides valuable lessons, helping you refine your strategy and make informed decisions. One thing I don't do before, I used to have big stop losses. I don't wait. When I start analysis, I get in straight away. But when I started journaling, I was able to know the best uh, uh, section to get into some trade. Something happened, was it of recent, one of you guys did analysis on DBUSD, and I told him that that entry level, something will happen at that entry level, and that trade might go into losses. And listen to what I said, and then what I said exactly happened. Why? because my journal was also told me that most of the time breakout and retest do not happen at the level of that current retest. Though I don't explain it to you guys, but when myself and my team were talking, I did explain to them what happened there. Something happened. I think we were on a meeting yesterday also, and we were talking about a particular pair. And I also said that this pair, if you are holding a buy on this pair, there's a possibility that this is not going to hold. And exactly what I said happens on that same pair again. Is sold massively, giving a better entry now for that same analysis. And I've already been looking at it, and I said that okay, even this buy is not something that I look at it within before coming on to this live, and I said no, this buy is something that we should just take note of and just be watching. Journaling helped me, and journaling was what helped me to add supply and demand into my trading style. Okay, before I don't trade supply and demand, though I know it, my mentor taught me, but it's not something that really explained fully. But I had to go and get books specifically on supply and demand, and I added it as my entry strategy. And with that, my winning rate increased massively because now I didn't just enter to any app. As a matter of fact, your journaling should come into place first, and then you build your trading plan I'll talk about earlier on your journaling. So let's move very fast. I don't want to waste your time. What's the effect of trade journaling on trading outcomes? Better decision making. Of course, you're going to have better decision making. Reduce risk of over trading. Over trading. Sometimes I'm supposed to have lost that account if I enter again and again. Market doesn't want to go my way. Trading journal help me that when I have the analysis, I have the first level I want to enter, I get into that level, it is my stop loss, I enter. I always have two entry levels at my immediate levels. And when price move to my level also, I also have two entry levels. The first one I entered, and when there's a breakout, I also have an entry. Journaling review those things to me. Now I've trained you in the master class. It is now left for you to be able to have a journal that will now be able to make you adjust everything that has been taught to your own personal style. Because you now begin to see journaling, we have to now begin to see things I did not even teach you in this training. Okay, so increase confidence. That someone did mention something to me today that he passed phase one. One of my old students, when he saw the guy that we do above $1,000. He passed phase one. The guy said he passed phase one within 2 days. The WhatsApp, okay, that's open now. I'm going to show you just to flash it to you. Let me show you what he did send to me today. But one thing that actually caused that is because he does not know how. It's not journaling, and this is the guy I've told several times. I don't know if there's a way I can zoom this. Okay, so but if you can see it, he said, "Yeah, you will shout at me. I felt stupid too. I got a 15K account on Funded Next. I passed phase one within 3 days, passed through phase two within 2 days, and about 1,800 at the end of the required 5 days, got funded, made 1,000 plus in 2 days of getting funded, lost the account in 12 days. Yesterday was supposed to be my withdrawal date, and a sad story, lost the account before it. Now, from this kind of, I'm saying this now so that you guys not be a student that will repeat the same mistake. What has caused him? He said, I was becoming overconfident. It's not because he was overconfident, but because he does not have a strategy to make money and keep money. He has the skill to make money. Listen to what I'm saying. He has the skill to make money, but does not have a strategy to hold money and repeat that same thing. And that's what I have to tell people. Okay? This is what I tell people. You have to have a what? A strategy, a system. Okay, and what will help you to have that system is journaling. You want to go stay long the way I've stayed long in the forex market. You want to even go, the way I'm increasing, even have a bad year, have a bad month, still come back all the time is through this thing. Even when I have situations, I was sharing with some deep information about myself to my team the other time that when something like this is happening, I know that I'm not always having given it the best. And what do I do then? Because history has told me that before, I will downsize my hand to it. I will downsize what I'm going to do. Okay, so it increases your confidence. So confidence is not something that you should say that you are now about confidence. No, confidence is, you cannot even go to the forex market without going with confidence. Because if you're not sure of that entry, why do you get into it in the first place? Okay, so confidence is one of the things you need, but your journaling will now give you the right thing to be confident on. okay, to have confidence on. Now it enhance your adaptability. The market itself adapts because the situation over the world moves, it's not static. Now we are hearing that there's a peace deal between Russia and Ukraine. Market will act towards that. Okay, this Nigerian stuff that is happening, anything that happens is already affecting the stock market already. Nigerian stock market, all this Donald Trump coming to Nigeria, most Nigerian stock market is already bleeding. Those are the things that happens. Your strategy is not what your way you enter in the market is not what is paramount, but that your system that you are putting in place is key. Okay, and then changing your now will able to what adapt to it because you can see it has happened before and you can see that it happens now. Now, how professionals maintain a trade journal? Okay, how professionals maintain a trade journal? Choose a medium. That's the first. You have to choose a medium. Decide whether you want to use a physical notebook. I do have a journaling book that I do use sometimes ago. Want to use spreadsheet like a PowerPoint. Is it no? It's not PowerPoint. What's the name of this thing that these bank people used to use? I can't remember the name now. Or a specialized trading journal software. That's journal software. Even the MT5. I'm going to show you that of MT5 now. Okay, there's a way you can also see your journal in MT5. MT5 will give you a full breakdown of all of those things. Then you can always go at the end of the month, at the end of the week, and at the end of maybe each day you want to do. Just have a specific plan of what you want to do and look into it. What have you done this week? What have you done that week? Okay, so I'm just coming. So I'm coming. If you want to see it, there's a place I'm coming. When you have a trade open, just click on the right, click it, you will see reports. I'm looking for report. I've seen it now. A report. You can see this report, then overview, and everything I've done on that account is going to what come to life. Oh, you guys, you guys are not seeing it, right? Let me take it to the other screen. Okay, you can see now. Let me do that again. Okay, just go to any trade you open, you will see reports, overview, and everything will come on board. This is what is attached. This is the information that the poor firms are getting from your MT5. Okay, that is now reflecting on their what dashboard, and that's one of the reasons I love trading poor firms, because they will always have a matrix board for you. So that's how to go about it. It's not showing up now. I think my network is what is delaying that. Okay, so let's go back to it now. Choose a medium. I don't use 75 because it's obsolete already. I'll tell you the platform I use. Digital tools often provide advanced analysis and are easier to what organize. So when you use digital skills, AI tools now, I think there are tools, but there's the one I use. The other one, always go into your account and another login. And most of the time, because you trade poor firms, and their location is always US, and most of these poor firms do not allow login from US. That's why I don't use those ones that will just automatically tell you what you are doing directly from your trade. But there's another one I'm going to show you that I use. Okay, so include essential data. What are the data that is supposed to be there? Trade data, currency pair, the date, the time you entered, position sizing, entry, exit price, stop loss and take profit. Okay, trade rationale, why you entered. Okay, emotional state, document your feelings before, during and after the trade. This is what helps me to be able to hold trade for long. You can see me sometimes that I hold trade for long, and some people will wonder how is this guy doing it? Because the guy that came to my DM of recent and said, how are you doing it? And I told him it's all boss to what journaling. Because I announced that, okay, this thing I did analysis of 2 months ago is still in profit if I have held this for long. What is wrong with me? Then I begin to see the journaling help me to be able to now begin to improve it. And that's the power of journaling. Take screenshots of your chart at the time of entry and at the time of exit. This virtual representation presentations will help you better analyze the technicals and market content of your trades. What I'm saying here is that it will help you to be a good analyst. And that is what before and after helps. I got that from my mentor. That's the only thing my mentor do. And that makes you to be a very good analyst. And I do that also because that was what I was given. But the other way I'm showing you now is what has helped me to be profitable. So before and after of your chart will only make you to become a very good analyst, because there's something that helps with your heart. In education they call it psychomotor. Okay, pictorial image that when you see them over and over and over, it becomes part of you. As I'm talking to you now, I have gotten to a stage in trading whereby just one time frame I can tell you the direction of the market. I can tell you what the market is doing. Just one time frame. And I 1 to 2 minutes, I can tell you this is what the market is going to do. I get my entry point, I get my exit point. So analysis is not something. How many times do we analyze? When I analyze the trade, it's the longer time that you hold that trade that makes it valid, not the time that you spend analysis. So as a forex trader, all just you just to sit by a laptop, be clicking up and down. There's no physical things that we do, and that is what makes people to be mentally upset about trading. But if you journal, you take a journal and you spend time focusing on your journal, you'll be able to see the improvement that you need. Okay, so I need to be fast now. Now set review period. Regular review your trade, weekly, monthly. I do my weekly and monthly to identify patterns, assess your performance and make necessary adjustment to your strategy. Okay, add matrix, winning rate, risk to ratio reward, average trading duration, and most of these AI tools will help you to know that already. They're going to track this for you. Largest win and losses. Be honest and consistent. Consistency is what I saw someone, I don't know, maybe it's one of you that posted on the status a video when a man was talking about I think it was quad, I'm not sure, that when a drop of water is very light, it doesn't have power, it doesn't have much power, but when it starts dropping on a rock, it will give impact. What makes that drop of water to give impact on that rock is consistency. You go, if you have been to the rock place before and you see waterfall, the water falling on that for years begin to dent and give marks to those rocks because of what? Consistency. Consistency can change everything. And how can you retain with your consistency is through journaling. I believe you guys can hear me loud and clear also. It's nothing but through journaling. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move. Best practice for trade journaling: maintain objective. Have a clear objective. I do have objective. In a month, when I make 2 to 3% of my capital in a month, I'm okay. And that is why I aim for bigger capital, because now I'm leveraging a bigger capital, not bigger trade, not much more trade. No. Okay, use tags or categories, labels, strategy types. Okay, is it trend line? Is it breakout? Say it in the trade I have done. Okay, leverage technology tools like my FX book. There was a time I used to also do this on TradingView, but I've been lazy now. Edgeworks, these are the tools you can use. My FX book is where, when you have your profile on my FX book, I bet it with you, investors will look for you. I'm telling you this, investors. If you don't want to trade profit money, you want to trade millions of dollars, just go to I have profile on my FX book, but I've not been functioning on it like that. Okay, so but of course I intend doing those things as soon as possible again. This makes you a professional trader. If you are only seeking to just come and make money here, you can don't do what I'm saying. But you want to make livelihood and make a career out of this. I'm telling you all these things, you have to do it. And these are the things that we don't even see the track record. And that is why your so-called gurus on YouTube, they don't have these things. They cannot show it. Recently, Bob Williams was dragged. He claims that he made about $100 million last year in trading forex. Just show us a investor logins of that account. We don't need much. You cannot remove your money if you show us investor login. We just want to see your trade. We want to see it. Don't come and claim. Show us. Some of them do not have these journals, and there is nothing to prove for it. Okay. So let's move on very fast. Conclusion: trade journaling is more than just a record keeping exercise. It's a powerful tool for growth development as a forex trader. By professionally journaling your trades, you gain the first thing, clarity. You gain discipline and the ability to make data proven decisions. Now Your decision is not based on how you feel. When you open your Forex chart, you can feel this thing is going to buy, okay? But the difference between myself and you is that you are feeling this thing is going to buy, but me, I'm seeing that it's going to buy. My decision is based on data, okay? And it's not based on emotion, it's based on data, and that data is what is proven. This chat bit of a thing, Google that you search something, is because they are fill in data. There was a guy video that is going on YouTube, all the places now. The video was uploaded about 12 years ago when BTC was not up to even $100. Why this guy was telling people then? When I saw it, it has now gained a lot of millions of views. The first thing I went to is the comment section, and the first comment that got my attention was a guy that said that, why does it take 12 years for this video to come to my timeline? Why does it take 12 years? But that video on YouTube platform serve as a journal. Okay? And show that this thing has happened so time ago, and these are the events that are happening in the economic of the world when this thing was made, and you can always embrace it. So if you want to take decisions based on data, proven decisions, I'm telling you, profitability in trading comes from all of these things. So the second video, I'm going to stop this video now, the recording, because this is what I'm going to upload on the social media platforms. But you guys, I'm going to now go to how to journal now. Okay, so of course, second part.